Hey guys, it's Jennifer and I have a quick 5 and 5 for you guys, so let's jump right in. Alright, so this one I have 4 non-empties, which I hardly ever have non-empties, but it just has to be. But the first thing I want to talk to you about is this pink champagne lip balm by Whish. This is a really nice lip balm. I did use it all up and it smells, this is the one thing that I wanted to mention. It's got this sort of candy-ish kind of smell and it's really strong. So if that's something that you don't like, you may not like this. But it says it intensely moisturizes and smooths and improves appearance, and I really did find this very moisturizing. I actually kept this in my car, and whenever I was driving and I just needed like a little hit of moisture, actually it's quite a lot because it's a pretty thick formula, I would pull for this. So I really liked this a lot. I wouldn't repurchase because I have so many other balms that I love, but it's really good. All right. Let's get into some products that are not empty, and let me tell you why I'm disposing of them. So it's not going to be super positive from here on out, so apologies in advance. All right, so the first thing is an eyeliner, and this is iINK Liquid Eye Pencil in Carbon Black. I think it's ink. I'm almost positive it's ink. All right, so this is a very trouble-inducing formula. It kind of drives me nuts. So, I'm going to show you what this looks like. It is so dark, and it is so, I do get the gel liquidy thing that they're talking about. But because of that, it's not easy to use. It is so pigmented and so gel-like that it is so easy to mess up. So because of that, I've used it quite a bit, but I'm ready to go back to just a traditional eyeliner experience because it's just easier, and I just miss the easier application. All right, so the next 3 products are all concealers, and I really don't like them for various reasons. I'll start with the one that I like the very least. This is by Covergirl, and this is their Clean Invisible Concealer. This was sent to me free for review from Influenster, and I used it just enough times to review it and move on. Because I do not like this formula at all. It is so wet, and I thought, well, it's going to be very hydrating. But it just sinks into my lines. I don't know. It's so wet, and it just blends right away. Like, it's so wet as well that it sinks in and blends away. It is such a problematic concealer. I've not been able to make it work. So if you like this one, and you can see here, like, I'm starting to blend with my finger, and look at that. It's like disappeared. Like, and it's so light coverage. I don't know if you're into a light concealer, maybe, but I don't love this. I don't love this at all. There's just way too many other great concealers. All right, next is the concealer by Ilia called True Skin Serum Concealer. So I've used this quite a lot. It is not empty, but it is not full. I don't know how much. I wish there was a way to find out, but I mean, I've used it quite a bit. And I also don't like this concealer as well. I've used it. This was sent to me free for review from Influenster, and I've used it because I wanted to test it. But it's just too light coverage for me, and I don't love it for that reason, so it's here. It's a good shade match, and it's very neutral, and it works well with their serum foundation, quite honestly, but I still don't love it because it is such a light coverage. I'm just getting to the point in my life where I either want a drier formula, not dry as in dries me out, but is easier to apply, that covers a little bit more, or a truly moisturizing formula that covers a lot. So I have concealers like that. The Tom Ford concealer I'm currently using, and I love that for a light concealer because it is literally just light, but because it's on a stick, it blends in nicely. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm wearing today. I'm almost positive. But this is really tough to work with because it is so liquidy, but it is still very light coverage. So it's personal preference, and I didn't love that concealer. So if you did, you know, let me know in the comments down below, but it wasn't for me. Finally, this was also sent to me free for review from Influencer. I've really tried to use these products that I get for free, but sometimes it's just not a match. This is by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is called their Magic Touch Concealer. So I wanted to like this so much. I wanted to love this. First of all, I don't love the packaging because it's so thick. Like, it's such a pain to travel. You can see like how much bigger. But that's a silly little thing. Let me show you the formula. And again, I've been using this. I don't know how full or empty it is. But I have tried to use it. So this is what the wand looks like. And let me swatch this out. So this is a drier formula, which I said, you can see all different shades as well. This one is too light for me, of all of them. This one is too light, but it's what they sent. But this is way too dry. It is a drier formula, but this dries me out a la Shape Tape. Quite honestly, it is that dry. It's very full coverage, but it just sinks into my skin and then like absorbs all the surrounding moisture. And I want you to be able, if you can see, like you can see that middle one by Ilia is still quite wet, and that Anastasia is already drying down. It is already drying down to like dryness. And as you can also see, you can see all of the texture in my hand. That's what it does to my under eye area, and I don't love that. So again, I just don't love it. There are 2 concealers right now that I have that I love. Still in the testing phase. I haven't tried the Natasha Denona that everybody's raving about. I plan on it. So if you have that one and like it, let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, I cannot make that one work. So I'm finally ready to say goodbye to it. All right, guys, that's it for me. I hope everybody's doing great. Let me know in the comments down below if you've used any of these and what you think. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.